y'all to go ready. And yes, I am laying on the floor. I am actually working on homework, and I decided to spontaneously film a YouTube video because an idea came to my head, and I was like, what the hell, why not? So here I am, because I would rather do this than this. I had to come up with like 10 to 15 questions for business and professional communications. And here's the questions. I decided to interview Travis. And here's all of Travis's answers. And now I have to write a 3-page report? Yeah, write a 3-page typed double-spaced Times New Roman size 12-point font report. And that is all the crap. And you want to see what I have so far? This. I have this. And then there's that. Boom, bitch. I decided I'm going to take a break on this baloney and film a video, because this is an interesting one. Before I get into the video, I just wanted to remind y'all to not forget to comment and like, and if you like the channel and you like this hideous face in this again, please, it's for me today. Don't forget to subscribe. It would mean the world too. If you subscribe, then I will love you forever. Let's get on to the video. Where do I begin? So one night, a few months ago, February 20th at 10:07 p.m., I was on my Facebook Messenger app, and just for peeps and giggles, I decided, hey, I'm gonna check my filtered messages, because you know how you can do that one thing where it's like message requests and filtered messages and stuff like that. And under the filtered messages, I received a message from, let's call him Brandon. He was just like, hey, I'm Brandon, I see you do YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm thinking like this is a subscriber, like wanting to be friends, you know? Like I'm sure with being friends with my subscribers, like if you want to be my friend, girl, you can be my friend, boy, you can be my friend. I don't care. He responds back and he's just like, do you take video requests? I said, like a topic for a video, I'm not sure what you mean by request. Because I mean, I've had people ask me for requests before and they didn't mean like a topic request, like they meant something totally different. So he said, yes, something you do for people on YouTube. And I'm just like, you know, I'm all for taking requests. Like, if you guys want to see me do something, just ask me and I'll do it. But as long as it's something I'm comfortable with, and you'll see why I'm saying that in just a few seconds. So I asked him what the request would be. He said, well, like how to do a video. Ow! Sky! Okay, mental note, don't put my foot by the cat. Well, like a how-to video. I'm a babysitter and I'm looking for friends that do YouTube videos on how to teach kids how to blow their noses. I would teach them, but the kid I'm babysitting is more attracted to girls doing it. I don't know why. So when I got this message, I was like, that's a little bit weird, but you know, like, I'm gonna say no, because I'm not gonna blow my nose on camera, because I think that's disgusting. Like, honestly, I hate it. I hate when people blow their noses in front of me. I say when people do that, I can't even do it, like hawking up a loogie type of thing, like, and they're like, I even hate when people spit. Like, when we're walking through, like, the parking lot, and you just go like, ow, 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 Sky, no, fuck, stop. Like, if we're walking through a parking lot, and you just go like, I'm like, yucky, no thanks you. I just responded with, I probably wouldn't do a how-to on that, LMAO. I'm not really a kid-friendly channel, which isn't a lie. In my opinion, I would not let my kids watch my channel, just because of how much I swear, and I don't know if it's maybe just because I know my own personality. Like, I have no problem with parents who let their kids watch my channel. If they don't have a problem exposing their children to that type of content, that is perfectly fine. But since I'm starting to trail off into more paranormal things, and I have a potty mouth, which I'm trying to fix, but I don't have a problem with children watching my channel, because I know that children do watch my channel. He responds with, really, would you do a how to put your hair in a style video? And I responded with, when I get better at doing my hair, I guess. As you guys know, I do have a beauty channel, and hashtag shameless self-promo, link will be in the description. He responds with, what you mean getting better? And I said, I'm awful at doing my hair, LOL. And he's just like, oh, okay, so why not the nose blowing? Oh, because you hate kids. Did y'all hear me say that I hate kids? I just said I don't have a kid-friendly channel because I swear too much. And I just responded with, I don't hate kids, I'm just not a kid-friendly channel. I cuss too much and I make too many dirty comments. So then he responds with, okay, would you do it for adults who don't know how to blow their noses? When I received this message, my first thought is an adult that doesn't know how to blow their nose. Like, I figured it would more be like in autistic people or something like that. To me, I don't understand how an adult wouldn't know how to blow their nose. So then I just responded with, no, I'm not going to blow my nose on camera, LMAO. And then he says, wow, thanks. Your YouTube channel might get shut down tomorrow. I know people who also work for YouTube, so you have two options. And I responded with, LMFAO, why would my channel be shut down? And he said, because you refuse to do a video. YouTubers should always take whatever video they are requesting. And I said, no, that's not how it works. He said, yeah, it is. I said, no, it's not, LMFAO. I'm gonna stop this conversation real quickly right here and just say something. If a YouTuber feels uncomfortable doing a request, they don't have to do that request. There's millions of other YouTubers out there. YouTube is not going to shut my channel down because I refuse to do a blowing a nose video. So then he responded with, wow, you're kind of mean. And I just said, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna blow my effing nose on camera. That's disgusting. He said, there's so many videos like that. And I said, so? It's not something I would do. And he said, what would you do? And I just responded with, not something disgusting, LMAO. He said, would you just talk about it? And I said, blowing noses? No. And he's like, what about your hairstyles? I said, like I said, I can do hairstyles. I'm not great, but it's something I do. And he's like, so the hair would be okay, just not the nose. And I'm like, exactly, LMFAO. He's like, hey, don't be mean to me. I'm not being mean to you, sir. So then I just responded with, again, I'm not being mean. If you want to see mean, I'll show you mean. I'm trying to get my point across. And he said, LMFAO is mean. And I said, LMFAO is laughing, not being mean. And he responds with, didn't know that. So how would you do the hair video? Let's say you're putting your hair up and talk about certain styles. So I said I would talk about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and give tips to making it look good for beginners. And he's like, okay, could you do pigtails and different types of buns? And I just said yes. And he's like, okay, cool. So can you do that video for me, please? And I apologize for earlier. I said sure. He's like, tonight or some other time. And I said, it'll have to be tomorrow if I get around. So like I said, it'll have to be tomorrow if I get around to it. And he said, if you get around to it, so it might not happen for me. I said, it might not happen tomorrow. And he's like, so it will never happen. I'm just asking. And I said, no, it will not never happen. It might not happen tomorrow. I have a full-time job and I'm a full-time college student. Oh yeah, at this time I did have a full-time job. And then I lost my job the day before my wedding and I just got a new one, so that's going to be another thing. It's going to be fun. He said, oh, okay, so you don't know when it would happen? I said, I'll try to do it tomorrow if I'm not too busy. And he's like, okay, so how many bun styles do you know? I said, I don't know, 2 buns, a businessy hairstyle, and some others. I have to go through my pictures and see. And he said, okay, I love ballet and donut buns. And for pigtails, pigtail buns, and braided pigtails. Oh, pretzel bun looks good. And I said, I don't know how to do those buns. And he's like, okay, what bun do you know how to do? And I said, hold on. And he's like, okay. And while he said, okay, I was picking out all the hairstyles that I know how to do. So with this card, he actually got into an argument with me over the damn hairstyle. The hairstyle that I'm referring to is, I think I actually did it on my beauty channel in how to get ready for an interview or something like that. So those are technically pigtails because like you're putting them in pigtails and then you're just looping them over your head, and then if you decide like, hey, like I don't want this anymore, you can just be like, whoop, whoop, and now you have braided pigtails. Boom, 2 hairstyles in one. So he said the pigtails are supposed to be hanging down. The bottom middle one is an updo, not pigtails. And I said an updo is using, or an updo using pigtails. And he's like, it's different. Updo is different from pigtails. And at this point, I'm like, okay. I'm like starting to get really pissed off at this point. This dude is literally arguing with me over a hairstyle. So this time I lose it. Well, I didn't lose it. I maintained my anger. But I just said, okay dude, what's your deal? Why does this video have to be so intricate that you're literally arguing with me about a hairstyle? And he's like, I don't know, I just like videos to go the way I want them. And I'm like, okay, but it's my channel. I'm all for taking requests, but I showed you what I'm doing. And with that, I was referring to like, I showed you pictures of hairdos that I'm good at taking a leave. He goes, no, you're not good at all at taking requests. And I said, LMAO, here we go again. He's like, look, you said it now. And I was just like, I said what? That I'm all for taking requests, but I showed you what hairstyles I'm good at, LMFAO? He's like, yes, taking my nose blowing request and throwing it away. And I put in all caps and I was like, because I'm not gonna blow my nose on camera. What part of that don't you understand? So then he goes, there goes your, I'm all in caps, all for taking requests, because you're not. And I just said, LMFAO, okay. And he's like, all in caps, taking requests means you take all requests. And I put in caps, no it doesn't. And he's like, sure, good night, do the video when you can, I'm done. So I responded with, do you realize how many requests YouTubers get and they don't get that? And they don't get them right away. Let's say don't get to them right away. If a YouTuber doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't want to do it, they don't have to. And he responded with, I get it, God. And I was like, do you though? Because you keep bringing it up and I'm not going to tolerate threatening me, saying you're going to get my channel shut down, saying I have 2 options, calling me a shitty YouTuber because I won't blow my nose on camera. You're rude and disrespectful. You think it's okay to talk down to people. It's not. If you want me to do a hair video, I will, but you'll have to take what you can get because I'm not a hairstylist. I'm very good at many things, but not hair because I'd rather wear it down or a string. And he's like, fine, have it your way. I don't understand why you're a YouTuber, you're rude as hell, and your singing sucks. And I said, LMAO, okay, that's your opinion. I think my singing is good. So he's like, well, how many likes did I get? And I said, likes don't matter to me. My opinion matters to me and my husband's. But I didn't say that to him. Oh, if I were you, if I didn't get many likes on something I did, I would stop doing it or no one's gonna watch me. And I was like, that's false. Just because you don't get likes doesn't mean no one is going to watch you. And he's like, kinda does. I mean, not totally, but usually people don't just watch a video and not like it. And I was like, I always watch videos and don't press thumbs up. People aren't obligated to like. And he's like, okay, so back to the YouTube video. Because I'm right. I was right. He said, so you will explain how you do the style, then you will do the style. And I said, I'll explain while I'm doing it. And he's like, but won't your back be turned to me? And I said, not all the time, there's also voiceover. And he's like, but if you're facing the camera, I won't be able to see what you're doing. And I said, yes, you will. And he's like, how? I was like, you'll just have to watch the video and see. And he's like, okay, how long of a video and what styles do you plan to do? I said, I'm not sure yet. And he's like, okay, so you will try tomorrow. And I said, yes, I will try. He's like, okay, let me know. I said, okay. He's like, thanks, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for doing this, and I'm sorry for the shit I said. I said, it's fine, just be a little bit more respectful when you're asking YouTubers requests. The saddest part is when I was born, my parents left me in the hospital because they didn't want to deal with me. So I was in the hospital till age 9, then got adopted by a nurse. That's another thing I've never heard of. Is someone being left in a hospital? Like, I'm pretty sure CPS would come get you. Honestly, I didn't even think about that at the time. Because honestly, at the time, I felt bad for him. This poor kid, like, he's been through hell. Like, Poor thing. And he's like, so that is where the nose blowing thing came from. And he's like, yeah, but I am a babysitter, but it was for me too. And I said, aw. And he's like, yeah, but now I won't get it. And I just said, like, dude, sorry, it's just not something I'm comfortable with, plus I hate the sound and it grosses me out. And he's like, could you just explain it without showing me, and would you do it when you have to anyways? Like, obviously, when I blow my nose, I'm going to blow my nose. I was just like, you just blow your nose. I don't know how to explain it. And he's like, I'm a visual learner though. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. And I was like, you're not stupid. The next day he replies and he's like, yes I am. And then a few hours later, because I didn't respond, he's like, hello. I was like, hi. He's like, are you able to talk? I'm like, what's wrong? He was feeling very depressed. And I'm that type of person where if I don't know you, I'll still be there for you unless you know that you're cared about. He kept saying that like he's weird and stupid and immature, and I just said, I know the feeling. Sometimes weird is good though. I'm weird too. And he's like, well, my nose blowing is more weird, and the hair. So then I just said, dude, you're fine. The nose blowing thing is a bit weird, but the hair thing isn't. There's other things that are worse than both of those. And he said that I said nasty things about both of those ideas last night, which I didn't say nasty things about both of them, just the nose blowing thing. And he said that he just can't get the help he needs. And I said that nose blowing grosses me out, and I'm not doing it on camera, and that I showed you the hairstyles I'm good at, and that you need to take what you can get. I'm not a hairstylist. And he's like, I know, but you won't even talk about the nose blowing thing with me. It's everyday life. And I was just like, dude, I don't care if it's everyday life. You put a tissue to your nose and blow out your nose. I don't know how else to explain it. And he's like, okay, thanks. I will ask someone else. The hair is what I really care about. And I was like, I'm going to try to film that tonight. And he's like, try? I said, yeah, I'm at my in-laws and it's really loud right now, so I'm waiting to see how I feel when my nephews go to bed. So he responded with, okay, any more news on how you will do the video? Like, what will you say once you start? And I said, I'll say that this video is requested by a viewer, and when I start the look, I'll just talk about what I'm doing as I'm doing. And he was like, okay, after you say that, how will you say what the video will be? I was like, it'll be something like, these are my favorite hairstyles when I don't have my hair down, either natural or straight. And I'm going to title it my top 3 favorite hairstyles. And he was like, okay, let me know when you have it up so I can go to it. I was like, okay. He's like, thanks. I was like, you're welcome. What time will you do the video? I said, I don't know yet. He's like, okay, so how would you say when you're gonna do the next hairstyle? Can you try to do the video now? I said, I'm busy right now. He's like, okay. I was like, I won't get it done tonight. My computer took a crap and I have no way to edit. And he's like, okay, you have no way to edit? I said, I need to edit the video and upload it, and I can't do that from my camera. I have to do it from a computer. And he's like, so you made the video? I said, not yet. And he said, but you said edit the video. And I was like, when I'm done filming it, when I get around to it. And then the next day he was like, can you do it today? I'm like, I don't know yet. And he's like, making sure that I'm still gonna do the video, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still gonna do it. And then the next day, are you able to do the video? And I was just like, dude, can you give me a chance? I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. I'll film when I can. And he's like, okay, just making sure people stay to their word. Next, he asked me if I was busy. I said kind of why. He said video, but we'll talk later. About an hour and a half later, a little bit less than that, he said he's upset. Do you have other friends who do YouTube? I said, not really. I don't really have any friends at all. And he's like, because sounds like wanting to help me is the last thing you want to do. This is when I'm like slowly starting to snap a little bit more. I was just like, dude, I'll get to the damn hair video when I can. If you keep nagging me, I'm gonna say fuck it and not do it. I have stuff going on in my personal life. Go check both my channels. Main channel, I haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks. And it's been like 1 week since I uploaded in my beauty channel. And he's like, okay. And I was like, first of all, I'm putting aside videos I actually want to do. I'm doing it for you, and honestly, I'm not getting anything in return. Especially since you're not subscribed to me on either channel, but I'm still doing it anyways. But you need to just lay off a little. I'll get to it when I get to it. I don't really ask for things in return because I'm not that type of person or YouTuber. But I'm just not that type of YouTuber where I'm like, oh, well, I'm only going to do this request for you if you subscribe. Like, that's just not. I was just making a valid point. Like, you're asking me to do this. I'm trying to take care of what's important in my personal life, and then I'll get to filming. On top of that, I'm also putting aside videos that I actually want to do to make this video for you and pushing back the videos that I want to do. So then he responds with, okay. I think this was a few days later. He's like, you will never get to it, let's face it. You're letting things get in your way so you don't have to do it. And snapping a little bit more. I'm just like, dude, I fucking swear. I said I would get to it when I get to it. I'm getting married in 11 days, so I have some things to sort out. I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time student. I'm not letting things get away from me. I have a lot going on right now. And he's like, well, when I ask you to do something for me, make it your first priority. I'm getting fed up with this shit. First of all, a YouTuber's life, personal life, is their personal life. If I'm getting married in 11 days, I'm gonna focus on my motherfucking wedding and not on my YouTube channel. Sorry, that's just me. Second, I don't have to make you my first priority, because my first priority is my husband, my family, including like my actual blood family and my in-laws, and my friends. Those are my first priorities. This is where your girl snaps. I was like, fucking excuse me? No, I'm not putting you before my wedding, school, or fucking job. Have a nice life. You can kiss that video. Good fucking bye. And then he's like, sorry, didn't know your life was so hell. Listen, I know how people act with videos, I'm sorry. And then a few hours later, please accept my apology. Then a few days later, he said, hello, I didn't respond because I'm pissed. 3 days later, he's like, it's gonna be next year by the time I get this thing. I put the middle finger emoji, and he's like, what? You told me you would do the video, but doing it months after you said you would do it is wrong. At this point, I am so fucking fed up with this guy. Like, this particular day, I was having a nice day with my soon-to-be husband. We were just, getting things ready for the wedding and having a great time and a great day as a couple, spending time together, which we hardly do anymore. I just said, dude, fuck off. You're not getting the video now. I said I have a fucking lot going on right now, or right fucking now, hop off my dick. And then he said, fine, I will wait. And then he's like, it's just taking so damn long, you're pushing it off so you can do whatever you want. So at this point, I have thrown my phone into the cup holder in our truck, rolled down my window, given Travis the silent treatment because I'm so fucking pissed. And he was like, fuck me silly Billy, you are annoying as fuck, dude. Leave my wife alone. God damn, you are like a gnat. Now, before I continue on with this part of the conversation, Travis is not discriminative. I feel like I'm saying that word wrong. Whatsoever. He doesn't care who you are. It's all about respect. He doesn't care about your color, disability. This is why he's saying the stuff he says. He means none of it, obviously, because I have spina bifida myself, and you'll see why I'm saying that in just a minute. He goes, you leave out of this, she made a promise. And Travis was like, I don't want the leave out of this, you are being an annoying little boy right now. He said, I'm a man, I'm 25, you're the little boy. You both are little kids. To have her boyfriend fight for her is very low. And Travis was like, no, a man respects women. You just pester them till you get your way, you little creep. The other guy was like, well, she said she would do something for me, and she still will, so goodbye. I don't want to deal with your little ass anymore. I yelled at him for it. I really did. I was like, Travis, that's fucked up. Like, you can't say shit like that, especially when your soon-to-be wife has spina bifida, and I could be in the same position as him. That was the end of the conversation because I blocked him from messages. So, never got my YouTube channel shut down. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.